The death of Emperor Palpatine also meant the death of Darth Vader and the return of the Jedi, the chosen one Anakin Skywalker. Even though Anakin spent over 2 decades consumed by Darth Vader and the dark side, he was still able to become one with the Force and keep his consciousness to become a Force ghost. For many years, fans have theorized and speculated on how Anakin was able to achieve this power, as he did not have the training to become a Force ghost like Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi, who got the knowledge from Qui-Gon Jinn. This answer has now been explained in both Legends and canon. In today's video, I want to take a look at the Legends continuity, and in the novel The Rise and Fall of Darth Vader, Anakin's final thoughts before his death are explained, as well as how he became a Force ghost in Return of the Jedi. Let's get started. Palpatine screamed as his body plummeted down the shaft. Still trapped within Darth Vader's armor, Anakin collapsed at the shaft's edge, but heard the explosion of dark energy that consumed the falling Emperor. Hearing his own breathing as a rasping rattle, Anakin knew that Vader's helmet's respiratory apparatus was broken. He felt something tug at his shoulders and realized Luke had crawled beside him and was pulling him away from the edge of the abyss. Despite his own injuries, Luke managed to haul his father to the hangar that contained Vader's shuttle. The journey was made even more difficult by the fact that the rebels had disabled the energy shield projector on the Sanctuary Moon, and the Death Star was now under heavy attack. Trying to keep his own legs steady as the battle station was racked by explosions, Luke dragged his father to the shuttle's landing ramp before he collapsed from the effort. He's not going to make it, Anakin thought. Not with me. Anakin asked his son to help him take his mask off. Luke knelt beside him and told his father that he would die. Nothing can stop that now, Anakin said. Just for once, let me look on you with my own eyes. Slowly, carefully, Luke lifted Vader's helmet, then removed the faceplate from the black Durasteel shell that wrapped around his neck. As Anakin's scarred features were exposed, he was surprised to feel tears welling in his eyes. It's over, he thought. The nightmare is over. Anakin smiled weakly, and then told his son to go and to leave him. No, Luke insisted. He told Anakin that he was coming with him, and that he would not leave him here, and that Luke had to save him. Anakin smiled again, telling his son that he already had saved him, and that he was right. Choking on his last breath, he said, "You were right about me. Tell your sister you were right." Closing his eyes as he slumped back against the shuttle ramp, Anakin Skywalker had every reason to believe that he was finally about to embrace perpetual darkness. Not for the first time, he was wrong. Initially, there was darkness for Anakin Skywalker, a boundless, shadowy realm, like a universe without stars. But then, from somewhere at the edge of his awareness, he perceived a distant, shimmering light, then heard a voice say Anakin. The voice was familiar. Although Anakin no longer had a body or a mouth which to speak, he somehow answered, "Obi-Wan?" He called him Master and told him he was very sorry and kept apologizing. Obi-Wan interrupted, telling Anakin to listen closely and carefully. Anakin was aware that the distant light was either growing brighter or closer, or perhaps both. Obi-Wan told Anakin that he was in the netherworld of the Force. He continued, saying that if Anakin ever wished to revisit corporeal space, he still had one thing left to teach his old apprentice, a way to become one with the Force. If Anakin chose this path to immortality, then he must listen now, before his consciousness fades away forever. Knowing he was beyond redemption, Anakin said, "But Master, why me?" "Because you ended the horror, Anakin," Obi-Wan said. "Because you fulfilled the prophecy." The light was very bright now. Anakin's first thought was that he might be able to see his children again. He said, "Thank you, Master." Taking the Imperial shuttle, Luke Skywalker had escaped with his father's remains from the Death Star only a moment before the battle station exploded. After landing on the Sanctuary Moon, Luke prepared a very private funeral in a forest clearing. Night had fallen by the time Luke placed Anakin Skywalker's armor-clad body atop a pile of gathered wood. As he ignited the pyre, Luke said, "I burn his armor, and with it, the name of Darth Vader. May the name of Anakin Skywalker be a light that guides the Jedi for generations to come. Luke was completely unaware of the spirits who watched him from the shadows of the Lambent Woods. But later, when he rejoined his allies and friends for their victory celebration in the treetop village that was the home to the Ewoks, Luke saw 3 shimmering figures materialize in the darkness. They were Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, and his father, Anakin Skywalker. The Jedi had returned. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new, please like and subscribe. And remember, the Force will be with you, always.